Eureka, which in Greek means I have found it. And that is the town we're going to go explore today on this photo adventure. Eureka sits right off Highway 6 in Juab County in the Tintic Mining District and the Tintic Mining Mountain regions. It's rich in mining history and we're going to go explore. Hopefully I got a bunch of shots for you guys to show you kind of what the area is like in the surrounding mining towns or more ghost towns. Eureka is one of those towns that you get a vast, rich sense of history, so let's jump into the history of the town first. Eureka sits in the East Tintic Mountains along U.S. Route Highway 6, which makes up part of Main Street and was founded in 1870 and officially established into a city in 1892. Eureka became the center point of the Tintic Mining District, which was named after a Ute Indian chief. The Tintic Mining District was once a booming, profitable mining district made up of 4 big mines, which mainly dealt in silver and gold. The last mine eventually shut down in 1957 due to continued flooding and the lower profits for the ore. Eureka once boasted a population of around 3,900 residents in 1910, making it the 9th largest city in Utah at the time. Due to the decline in the mining industry, the population seems to barely be holding on with a current rate of 669 as of the 2010 census. Another very dismal fact is the median income for a household in the city was $36,857, and for a family being only $43,000. Eureka was placed on the National Registry for Historic Places as a means to recognize the importance of the remaining buildings and sites. Eureka is surrounded by the extinct mining ghost towns of Hommansville, Silver City, and Nightville, which all can be visited, but very little remains, if anything. Nearby Mammoth isn't yet extinct, with what I would estimate being no more than 7 to 10 families holding out in the area. Of course, upon arrival, our first destination had to be the cemetery. I don't know what it is about them that attracts my curiosity, but it seems to be the first place I always hit up upon arrival in a small town. The snow in the area was fresh and quite deep, which made walking around cumbersome, but also added to a sense of peace due to the snow's dampening effect on the sound in the area. Our second destination put us up the mountainside and into the very small town of Mammoth. This town seems to be barely hanging on with no future in sight. They have active mine signs all over the place. I don't know if there's an actual active mine in the area though, or if they're just old signs. You can see some of the old mining buildings from the side of the road, but no trespassing signs are everywhere. Is that like private property in here?
I don't know.
Must be. Yep. We'll turn our asses around.
You getting a photo?
On our way back to Salt Lake, we travel through Eureka itself and make a stop at an abandoned residence which is in a state of rot and decay. Inside the home, you find yourself wondering just what happened here in the past and what was the final story of the owners before it became an abandoned shell. Looking around, you can see evidence of many visitors, vagrants, teenage parties, and vandalism. Further up the road, you run into what I think is a clothing company for motorcycles or maybe ATV off-roading. It seemed to be the only shop open in town and honestly, the only life anywhere besides the service station. At the service station, they had an old car, which was pretty cool looking, and I got some photos of that, and headed over to the old historic jail. There's no more prisoners, no more guards, but it's cool to see a glimpse into the past. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this latest photo adventure down to Eureka and the surrounding areas. It's a great place for a quick getaway. No cell service, no distractions, not a lot of people. It's truly a place you can go and just enjoy the atmosphere without getting caught up in the daily things that we do in our lives. These types of places always hold a near and dear place in my heart. As a young lad coming up, I was always with my grandparents a lot of the times, and they took me to a lot of ghost towns, old mining towns and things like that in California, Nevada, and Utah. So when I visit them, I'm always reminded of those old times and journeys we had and experiences. The sad thing is, though, a lot of these old mining towns and old historic areas, they're disappearing, partly due to vandalism, partly due just to the age and the weather and erosion just breaking them down. So get out and see them as soon as you can, because they might not be there too much longer. And when you do go to enjoy these places, please treat them with respect. Don't take things, don't vandalize, don't graffiti, and just enjoy them for what they are. We'll see you guys on the next photo journey. Bye. Yeah, I went in and I went right out. There's like food on the table, like someone's been living in there.
Ew.
Yeah, it's gross.
This is fun.
It is so windy.